All right. Welcome, everybody. I'm your host, Aquaman. Okay, that's a little bit too much, but I am here today to talk to you a little bit about Aquaman, the movie. I just got back from it today, and who else to cover Aquaman than Aquaman himself? So we're here today to talk about Aquaman, the movie, and what I'm going to tell you, I got a little bit of notes written down so that I might be looking over through all this. So I got a little, some notes written down. Discuss a little bit about this movie that I just got done watching. I do want to thank a couple of different outlets. Let's just thank Amazon right now because I wouldn't be able to see it a week early unless it was for Amazon Prime, but I pay for that. So I paid for the ticket. I'm not going to be a big old fanboy and be like, oh yeah, I got, free tickets or anything. No, I paid for my tickets. So I'm going to give you a straight out, honest review of Aquaman and what I think about it. So, first off, let's go over some pros, some cons, and I'll let you know at the end what I feel about this whole entire movie, what I think about it, what other people are going to think about it, and, oh boy. There's a lot. So, not going to include much of any spoilers, if anything. Nothing really spoilisher happens. So I guess maybe that's a spoiler, but spoiler alert, there might be some spoilers. So if you do not want this honest review of Aquaman the movie, come back after you watch the movie and then you'd be like, okay, that makes sense. So, acting. All right. They nailed it. They honestly nailed the acting. They had, Nicole Kidman, Jason Momoa. They had William Dafoe. They had Dolph Lundgren. And they also had, the guy from The Conjuring and Watchmen, Patrick Wilson, as Ocean Man. Alexa, play Ocean Man.
Ocean Man by Ween on Amazon Music.
Stop! Alexa, stop! Thank you. All right, back to the review. Anyways, so yeah, Patrick Wilson is Old Ocean Man. It was awesome. Just because it reminded me of The Watchmen, and he actually got a new role other than being in The Conjuring. But yeah, he's a pretty cool, actor that he was able to. I'm glad he got that experience. And then I guess we could say it's a con. We always gotta have a con for acting. I'm gonna have to say discount Scarlett Johansson. She was in the movie. You'll figure out who discount Scarlett Johansson was. I'm not sure if they were gonna go for the Marvel Universe vibe or just stick with the DC Universe, but it's kind of it's obvious that she's like discount Scarlett Johansson. So I'm not gonna announce her name. I'm sure some of the things she did in the movie just kind of was like, it was like, oh, they kind of made her too like, oh, strong, I'm a woman. Oh, no, no. Nicole Kidman kicked ass in the movie. All right, she kicked ass in the movie. This girl, I just felt like she was gonna break in hell the whole time. Scarlett Johansson, anyways. But well, I know it's not her name, but I'll go back to pros because I forgot to mention this. Jango Fett was in the movie. I was just like, what? They had a Jango Fett in the movie, and he's Aquaman's dad. I'm like, holy hell, this is awesome. Not a spoiler, by the way. It happens very, very early in the movie. If I spoil that for you, I'm sorry. All right, so let's go on to music because music is my thing. And I'm gonna have to say the licensed music in this was pretty darn good. I did like the fact that they added some kind of like some funny things to the movie to kind of make it like, oh, okay, this is gonna be okay. Um, Cons, I'm just to say maybe the film score. I didn't really like it too much. It just kind of felt like a generic like action score or action movie score, and it was just kind of like going on and on and on and on. Oh man, it was awful. But you know, it wasn't awful. It was just kind of like it was it was All right, so yeah, we'll make this review really quick here too. CGI. We all knew it was coming. There's no way they're gonna be able to, keep the actors underneath water talking all the time and just kind of talking. But CGI for the facial animations and underwater hair and having it move all over the place and just like that was great. I thought that was a pretty amazing. It did look like everybody was underneath water. The things that kind of drew away from the CGI were the CGI animals, uh, and the CGI creatures. They were cool, but they were, when you see a CGI whale, you know it's a CGI whale. When you see a CGI, person, you know that they're a CGI person. But when the CGI is done well, like on their faces to make them look younger, I thought that was pretty fantastic. But CGI whale, that was like, I could do that, few years ago in fish tales or whatever you want to call it with Ellen DeGeneres and stuff like that. But CGI, it's a pro and then it's a con. Could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot better. Story. Now, see, I didn't want to spoil anything, but the story was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be like the best one. It's a way better than this one. I'll tell you that one. The story I thought in Aquaman was a way better story than Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman just felt out of place, to be honest. And you could say, oh, but Wonder Woman, oh, it was good. No, I didn't like Wonder Woman. I don't know why I didn't like Wonder Woman, other than the story. I was just kind of like, oh, they pulled the trickery on. No, with Aquaman, they kind of just were like, bam, this is a story. This is what we're sticking to. See things fall into place, good versus evil, good triumphs over evil. So it's gonna happen because I believe this story takes place before he joins the Justice League. So yeah, it's weird where the story takes place because they do jump back in time. But that's just because to do some, bring some context into the story. So it's good that they do that. So we got that down. Now let's go over the pacing. The pacing, it's like a 2.5 hour movie, 2 hours and 20 minutes. I don't know. I feel like this movie could have been better if it was a drawn out series on Netflix. That's how I felt about it. And I mean, I know they couldn't do that because they wouldn't. Well, they could have, but I think it would have been really cool because it seemed like they had like little stories here and there. Like they had the origin kind of thrown in there, kind of like some of the training that was put in there, but not a lot of training. So, you didn't have that, the montage. Well, you did have the montage, but you didn't have it, it's like in the beginning you're like, wait, so he's not here? Well, who trained him? Oh, and then you're like, oh, that's who trained him. Okay. And then you're just like, oh. So I'm going to rate this. I'm going to rate this an 8. A solid 8 out of 10. Now, I'm Aqua King Man, so this movie was actually pretty darn good. I am glad that I got out of the house and watched it, and it was a pretty darn good movie. If you want to check it out for yourself, it'll be out in theaters this Friday. So what is this Friday? I gotta check my computer because this Friday is the 21st. So I believe it's out then. Great movie to watch before Christmas. Not a Christmas movie, but it's gonna give you the fill that you're gonna need until the next Marvel movie comes out. Because as for DC film, this was fantastic. I couldn't believe they actually made something work out of the whole entire DC universe that isn't, obviously Wonder Woman, which people like. I just didn't like it. Will I buy Aquaman? Yes, I will, because I hope they add some more, like maybe a director's cut, because there were so many awesome references to like old comics, such as Manta, played by Yaya 2. That's his name. I look it up. His number 2, Yaya number 2. And so yeah, just look up that guy, and you'll be like, oh yeah, Mantis is pretty good. I'm debating if I want to throw in like a little bit of pictures here and there into this review, because I haven't really done a movie review in a while. I did one movie review when I first came out. I reviewed The Village years ago. It wasn't this chair, but it was a similar chair. I had that deep, dark voice because I had that awful recording setup. But I wanted to give another movie review a different change. I've been just playing video games and putting video game content on my channel. So if you stuck around this long, I do thank you for watching this film, or watching this review of Aquaman, and I hope that I hope that you enjoyed it too. And if you have a chance, just like and subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, and see you next time.